I actually love this game.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers. Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Until the next one, yeah. I still want a Todd Howard shirt.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
How?
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store. The Scratchin' Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Oh.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
I like Randolph. Log Lady. I really need to watch Twin
mister,
Peaks.
this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Thank you, Randolph.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Something's not right.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can
Alan
save
Wake, the
Alice
sudden
this way.
stop.
She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Well, she's got like, what, 3 of my books? Wait. They're not even mine. Oh.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you.
Barry.
Have a nice day. Come back soon.
Carbonator, thank you for the 6 months. Time flies when you're having oh, you.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Uh-oh.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get
Barry's
through.
my
Caller,
agent.
You're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny. You know Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, you know, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, you know, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, you know, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same
What's going on?
What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. You know, something's gonna happen. You know, I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure that you'll walk away?
Weird. Hey, Wobbling Goblin, I'm good. How are you? How are you doing? Randolph! Randolph, she drugged me! Randolph!
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake! Come on! Make it easy!
Don't let him get away!
going on? Alan! There was already the agent in town. There was an agent in town. And for 12 hours we've been out. Alan Skate.
There he is! There he goes! Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here. See him?
Damn.
Whoa! Stop! I don't get away! Keep an eye out! Fan out! God damn it! Where did he go? He slipped away! Keep an eye out!
Yeah, peaceful jog. Through the woods, in the middle of the night, through the fog. It's fine.
He's gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
Why is my life so difficult, Alan?
Search the area! Stay sharp! This way! Over here!
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Whoa!
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Sass in the jacket. Oh no. Naritori, you should have said hello. Oh my goodness. Trust me, the entire time I was socializing the whole time. The best way to catch me is by just grabbing me, because I tried to make time for as many people as I could, so I was often walking around on my own, so I could just be like, oh, gotta go mingle.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on.
Sit down and give me that. Jane, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over.
Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
This is really cool. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. But yeah, honestly, I want to meet people at events. It's best if you tell me, like, because again, I can't put like names to faces because I don't know what anyone looks like. So it makes it very hard for me to approach people. Like, I found Ty because he posted, I knew it was a guy in a red flannel shirt with like a mustard yellow kind of shirt underneath. That's because of Twitter. I was like running up to everyone with red flannel shirts on. Like, I'm gonna see the thing. Actually, I met one streamer at the bar. I said I met her. Like, I was talking and I was looking at her and she just like looked at me like doe-eyed and just walked away. I was trying to engage in conversation and bring her into the talk, and she just wide-eyed, like with a like awkward smile, and just walked away. It was really sad. Tigan! 3 months of lurking. Hell yeah, thank you.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Yeah, it was a monk ass. But with a smile. And I didn't really get it, like, we'll be...
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Thank you, Dad. I felt great. I was... at first, I was a little bit like, okay, fuck me, right? But then it's like, you know what? I'm really friendly, and I like talking to people. And I will go talk to strangers. Some people aren't like that, you know? I'm used to it. I'm used to say saying fuck it and making friends with just anyone. And I need to be respectful that sometimes people are uncomfortable with doing that. That was really sad at first. I was like, oh.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
If you're talking about being at the event and seeing my face, that's cool. If people are posting pictures, I'm just gonna ask you kindly to not share them and, like, not be a dick. You know? That kind of thing makes me uncomfortable. That makes me uncomfortable. Just saying. I'm happy to meet people and take photos with them, but, you know. Okay. Hey Roboto, what's up? How you doing? Don't you dare. Well, I don't know what I do. Thank you. Well, I draw the Goblin Men. Patrick does all my, like, the good artwork. All the good looking stuff on my channel, that's probably Patrick or Meh. Why am I so stupid? I feel like I'm doing something, like, horribly wrong. Yeah. Honestly, it's super easy meeting people there. I met so many folks and they didn't even know, you know, none of them knew who I was. I didn't even, like, there were very few people that actually, I think, knew who I was. Will I ever be to TwitchCon? Maybe. We'll see. I do all the EU expos, or UK. UK expos I'm down for, but then, like, expos are more like networking, whereas Twitch London, and what I like about Twitch London, it's a party. It's a big party for, like, everyone involved. I like the events at cons and stuff. All the after parties, it's like strictly partners or whatever, and I want to not. Hey, Slick Bandit. No, I do though. That's the thing. I actively go and meet people. I do. I don't mind introducing myself. Oh no, I'm not Outstar. Outstar's probably hosting me. I think Outstar's hosting. Sorry, I'm not Outstar. I'm Kiwo, but I'm friends with Outstar, and she normally streams on this channel. Not on Kiwo. Yeah. You might not be able to tell, but I'm actually very British, and I don't sound very Polish. No, you can't tell me. That's not true love, Sticky Fingers. That can't be true love. No, that's cool. Outstar's awesome. She's a good egg. I love her too, actually.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over.
Right bumper.
Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need
I can't. I can't do Polish. I can't do accents. You know I can't do accents. Holy sh...
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over
Raven!
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds
It's good to
serious,
see you.
Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Sorry, I'm like...
Well, I'm certainly going to give
I
the
like
station a
my
call,
dialogue.
Milt.
Alan Wait, yeah.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
How are you doing? I thought you've streamed this before. You've definitely streamed this before because it's like right up your alley. I was thinking about Resident Evil 7, but then I realized I can't do that gameplay. See, I don't mind the gameplay in this because it's nice and simple. I find it really, really simple. There was like a weird escort mission, but I was being escorted. Bye, monkey sauce. I'm just like a bit of a pansy. pansies are my favorite flowers. Also my favorite esports ladies. They really do make things easier, huh? I haven't been picking up any of the pay.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well...
Let them try to sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake.
Hello.
Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous.
A little bit.
That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Fucking hell. Please don't be gammy. Oh, finally. Finally. Yeah, that looks right.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
That's nice, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Hey Spring Lake, thank you for the 28 months, by the way. Thank you. I'm using a controller. I'm using a controller. Oh, was that an accidental ban? I thought I saw a... Oh yeah, sorry, if you can hear like a whirring, that's my fan.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station. For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Uh-huh.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
We on the, How many puns can Alan take? This brings me so much joy. Like sometimes I don't even have to talk. The chat is where the humor is.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole.
Well, he made that obvious.
He felt wrong. And it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Can't he just write himself a happy ending? That's what I'd do.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. It keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me. The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
What? I love that it tells you where to go.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
I guess I go this way to a thing. Nice. The place with the breathing. Oh. Oh, you got me. You got me. Yeah, sorry. I've got like a weird high-pitchy voice. Hey, Fabflo, what's up with that 37 months in a row? Thank you. Stop breathing. Oh, these headphones are really good. Time to Tea Party gave me a new set of headphones. Wait, what are they? They are... I don't know the brand. I'm not a smart woman. But, yeah. And he got me some yarnies. Can, someone link the tweet? My chat is funny. Don't encourage them.
That was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path. Talk about wasted. I installed GTA San Andreas. Wait, was it San Andreas or Vice City? Which is the one that I want? And it was taking over everything in its path.
that was so funny. Oh, fuck.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Okay, 1 second, you guys. I gotta leave you for 1 second and just check on Ree. Just check on Ree real quickly. Ooh. Okay. 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 Back. Sorry. Sorry. I need to go and put the cable somewhere to make the headset like longer. Then that's not you there. There they are. Gonna need to use you in a bit. Fuck me, it's so hot. It's so hot.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Why wouldn't I want a heavy duty? This is just Alan clickbait? No! I'm a sham. I'm a sham. How terrible. I ain't nothing but an Alan fake.
Did you call 911?
Oh. I'm grateful there's flashlights, checkpoints everywhere. Oh wait, we're gonna watch telly. It's our favorite show.
Facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition. But you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least what would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you...
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. Night Springs.
Night Springs is our favorite show. We watch every episode. Oh, stretch. I wish that I'd come up with Welcome to the Night Vale, because I absolutely love nonsense. I'm so gutted. I'd love to create like a weird radio show which is complete fucking nonsense.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Is there gonna be a big fight here?
never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Wait, am I gonna have to... Wait, I could fight the bulldozer? Why would I fight a bulldozer? You serious? Look at me, I'm a man.
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
I didn't find the photo booth. I never got to go in the photo booth, and I'm sad about it. I had to think about where I was going for a moment. Best thing about knowing the photographers, aside from them being lovely gentlemen, but they know to hide me, and that's really sweet. I haven't, McCawsome. I have never.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big-shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
So basically, no, I choose not to use face cam. I'm not. One thing that really kind of pissed me off though is, like, after, like, there were a couple of photos, like, my face wasn't in it, but, you know, I was wearing a little bit, I got the girls up, I felt amazing, I felt good. Fucking people emailed me asking how much it would cost for nudes. Like, tweeted at me that I'm a titty streamer. I'm sat there like, okay, what the fuck? People ask why I don't do cam and shit. This Just because instantly no one's gonna... I don't know. Yeah, I love meeting people. I absolutely love meeting people, you know. But at the end of the day, like, it also was kind of like, it's just a shame, you know. Because it was such an amazing weekend, and everyone I met was incredible. Everyone was super lovely. I felt super comfortable, and then like I come back to the internet, and it's instantly like, oh, okay. Huh. No, it's no one I met.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about
Never.
life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Is that a privacy thing? Yeah. I'll meet people in person. I'm fine with that. But online, I don't want to be completely out there. I've already had people like threatening to break my arms and shit, you know? I don't need that. See, like, one picture of my body in a fucking slightly revealing outfit had email. I ended up with emails in my fucking inbox asking for how much money it would cost for me to send them nudes. You know? Why the fuck do I want... You know... That's like straight up just made it very, very much like... Well, you did just tell people to grab me. I don't mean physically fucking grab me, because that's clearly like a complete breach of like what's okay. Holy shit, no, people don't take that shit seriously. Grabbing someone, tapping on the shoulder and say, hi, nice to meet you. Fuck. Oh my god. No. It's a very scary. It's just a very scary thing. I'm not going to TwitchCon. I don't want to go to TwitchCon. TwitchCon's networking. I want to go to the parties. You know? I do keep a calm, collected. I you know, if I'm streaming and I find something that's like straight up like not okay with that.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
You know, a lot of the time, like, at Twitch London, of course there were people, like, with partner badges or affiliate badges, and it was really cool, like, meeting people and, you know, because it is a conversation starter. And it was just, like, talking about, like, maybe what you stream, what you do, that's cool, how long you've been doing it, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, friendly talk. Friendly talk. And it was lovely. See, I've got, TwitchCon left a sour taste in my mouth. I got cheated on at TwitchCon, so I don't like it. Because I didn't go. And that was like the initial excuse. So I just don't like it, you know? Yeah. This was a long time ago. This was like back in 2015. This was ages ago. So it just left a sour taste in my mouth because loads of people knew about it. And the thing is, it's because I'm a streamer. Don't tell Kiwo because she'll, you know, she might ruin our Twitch channels or something. So it just left a proper sour taste in my mouth, and I don't want anything to do with it, kind of thing.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
So that's why I don't like really particularly want to go to TwitchCon. These things happen. It was a long time ago. So, you know. I just can't be bothered. Yeah, but people grow and they learn and all that fun stuff, so, you know. I'm sure it's different now, and I'm sure it would be different. You don't really know anyone else than me? Well, the events that I like to go to are generally like, it's more about the viewers as opposed to the streamers. Like, I want to meet the people that make the stream what it is. Thank you, Skywalker. That's a very nice thing for you to say.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Wait, You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello! Ah! I'm gonna kill him!
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
Thank you, Flood. Now why'd you go and do
It
that?
was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Oh my goodness! Alan! I would have gone to the police, personally. This is a very confusing stream. Really? Oh no! I've missed a lot of pages, haven't I?
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason.
Oh, sorry, Alan.
Good.
Alan?
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Wait. Any tips on how I can stop shoving chocolate in your gob? Honestly, willpower. I love chocolate. I absolutely love it, but I don't eat it, and I try not to. Very rarely I'll have it now. Like, I won't actively buy it, or if someone offers me some, it's like, eh. Sinbad! Thank you for the 500 bits. What's wrong with chocolate? When I was at university, I put on weight. Oh no. I put on weight when I was at uni and I hated myself for it. And I blame it on the chocolate. I blame it on all the chocolate I ate. There's heavy drinking, loads of drinking, and loads of chocolate. And oh my god. Like, I just completely given up. It was awful. Apparently it wasn't even as bad as I think it was, but you know. To me, like, But I stopped, you know, I didn't drink beer back then. I drank White Russians all the time. Then I started drinking gin and tonic. And I cut out chocolate from my diet. I cut out chocolate. I started drinking gin. But then I got like proper sick and stopped eating completely. Thank you, by the way. Yeah, no, I struggled with an eating disorder around... I seem to associate bad experiences to things or places. I think that's the easiest way that I manage to cope with them. Because if I can sort of relate it to, like, a place or, you know, a thing, then I know how to avoid it. And it's like, okay, this is what... You know? I think that was like the best way for me to cope with it and get through it and understand and it's a great game. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, Binary Outlaw, back in 2015, around the time that, you know, I found out about my partner, yeah. And this is when I was streaming. I was streaming Ark non-stop, running servers, and I just stopped eating completely. Couldn't do it anymore. Cat Z, thank you for the 19 months in a row, guys and girls in the chat room. Let's get those iron fists up into the air. I drink alcohol and not food. You know. Oh. But these, you know, like these things, like I didn't develop, like I didn't stop eating because I was conscious about my weight either. I was just so distraught. Like I thought that essentially slowly killing myself would make everything better, which was, it was so fucked up. It was such a fucked up.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
But I got through it, which is the important thing. That's what I've learned from this is, you know, that I'm a much stronger person than I actually realized, which is kind of neat. Vape out the bad vibes. Bad vibes, my dude. Hello, Holly. Oh my goodness. Ellie, thank you, by the way. I was gonna say I'll drink to that, but I'm not drinking alcohol for a while, Moldy Chip. My down moments still, as we all do. At this point in my life, whoa! Talk about seeing pictures of me as well. Now everyone's making, can we not talk about that? You know how weird it makes me feel. I kept my face covered the entire time, you know, it's just... I don't know how to drive. I can't believe I was drinking tequila. I had about 7 shots. Why? Team me. Oh no. That's okay. You know what I'm like though. To the thing, everyone I know that, well, everyone that has been posting photos, thankfully they've all been covering my face, which I really do appreciate. They haven't been doing it, then that's like an instant kind of like, oh. That was painful. I feel like weird and uncomfortable now. Out of me. No, let's not talk about me. Oh no. It makes me that's what makes me uncomfortable. I had so much fun and now I feel weird. New topic. Thank you. Sorry. You know what I'm like. Y'all know what I'm like. It's... Hi, Wolfie. Hiya.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
John Kiwo is not the best Kiwo. I'm in probably one of my better states, I think, at this moment, right now. Where I'm completely sober, but still a little bit thrown off, like, dazed and confused. Louia! Where'd you come from? Oh. No, I've known Waddy for a little while. I met him through Kraken.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Are snakes really that slippery though? Soft noodles. Bum bum bum. had to flash him. Yeah, I've never played this before. This is my first time playing, and I'm really loving it. I'm actually really, really enjoying it. We're on chapter 3 at the moment. Right?
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Not even my main. Thank you, by the way, for the 5-bot retap. I got this on Steam. I actually believe it was gifted to me. A code was. Because when they renewed their license or they didn't renew the license or something, it was super cheap everywhere. And it was like, last chance to get it. And someone actually gave it to me. So that was really sweet of them. Now that was a close one. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten yet today.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Yo! I do have Alan Wake American Nightmare. yeah. So hungry. Actually starving.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
I'm sorry, Tannis.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
Came back and it's still Alan puns. Of course it is.
The
What
place
else?
was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century. The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
There's nowhere to hide around here either. Yeah, I was dodging. I tried to dodge. Dodge is a bit dodgy, right?
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Bam bam. Yep. You ran out of puns. Oh yeah. Definitely. 100%. The puns ran out a long time ago. You can keep trying, but they might not. There's only so many puns you can intake. At this point, they're so dead, you might as well well, Alan cremate. They are too strong. All right. Oh, come on, I was hidden. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. That was so difficult. I hope you realize. Such a good video gamer. Yes, I am being attacked by trash.
I needed a key for the door.
I found the key for the door. Sucks! My son. He's grown into a woman now. An anime.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Yay. I'm gonna need that to stop. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry I'm super quiet.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
This might be one of my new favorite games. It's so silly.
Birds.
Oh no. Oh no. Stop it. Oh, I don't like it.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
You knobhead. You knobhead. I don't know if I should message Ree and be like, Ree, maybe. Please get back. Get back. Oh, thank you. How I got through that, I will never know. I know I'm a pro gamer. Yeah. Pro gamer. I know.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Oh no. Nice. Yay. Alan, wake! Is he a Pokemon now? Yeah. It tapped out. Oh, I like that. Up, and awake. I like that. Oh my god, stop tapping out. Stop it. Stop. I tab out one time to message Ree. There's gonna be a goodie down here. I was meant to go that way. Gosh darn it, I just assumed I'd have to go up. I mean, I don't dislike birds. I think birds are weird. Some birds are cool. Dinosaurs, aren't they?
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much. Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Seagulls are pretty fucked up. I live in Brighton, so seagulls are like everywhere. Almost been killed by a seagull? Shit, I'm so sorry. They are vicious. I knew a girl who had her lip sliced open. She swooped down to grab her ice cream, and it slit her lip from like her nose. Sake. Why can't I just catch an Allen break? No, coming to this place was a big Allen mistake. I don't know how much more I can Allen take. There's the icing on the fucking Allen cake. You won't be able to stop me at this Alan rate. It hurts. Love my fans. Load it. Illuminate. That's a new one. Ah. Oh my goodness. Vino, thank you. They wanted to Alan make a crossover, Alan Quake, but Alan Wake did not want to Alan partake, which was an Alan mistake because everyone had an Alan stake. Now they didn't know how long it would Alan take, and that is a major Alan ache, for it was Alan fake. That's a tongue twister and a half. Oh my goodness, Vino, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oof. Seriously, thank you. Thank you. Lemons. Oh no. Alan? The stream wasn't an Alan mistake. Oh no. I think it's Alan. Great.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins.
Safi,
There'd been no sign of the wakes.
how's the museum?
It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Alan Wake, Cauldron Lake. Isn't it lovely? I'm really sad that they don't have the dinosaur in the main hall anymore, but the blue whale skeleton's really cool. I'm like I saw it, it's precious. So thank you very, very much. Yeah, the Natural History Museum and British Museum are like some of my favorite places to go. I'm a bit of a nerd, but like I just like looking at them. Also, I like the scuffed taxidermy as well. The jacked up bootleg taxidermy really makes me happy. But also dinosaurs. Not being funny, right? But how'd these boys get up there? With my wife. They have like the little storefront that you can stand in as well, and it like emulates a... Last time I went though, the oh god. There's like a little escalator going up. That was under construct. Well, it wasn't under construction. It was just like, it was a little bit gammy at the time. Do I like the V&A? I've not been. Oh, it goes through Saturn. I like that. Is that the first time you've been to the Natural History Museum? See, for me, I find that museums are so neat and educational. When I found out that most museums in the US cost money, livid. It shocked me, honestly. Like, how can education not be... It's very important, what do you think? But natural history is definitely like one of my go-to favorite ones. I did go, I did the British Museum. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, no, you don't buy tickets for museums. I don't know. Holy shit. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Good job, Alan. Thank you. Alan, congratulate.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Oh, goodness. Now let me tell you, that was
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Wait! Are you? Wait!
Hey,
I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! I'm sorry. Please, it's late. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see? To get him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. Ah!
with a drunk midwife. Who's that yonder hole in flame?
Yeah, I'll get muted. My VOD's gonna get muted. My VOD's gonna get muted if we don't carry on. So are we ready?
Jumped the devil and he staked his claim.
My VOD will get muted if I don't. Let's go. Chapter 4, baby. Chapter 4, baby.